Good morning and welcome to IGTV. Lamore, this is our second segment today, and we're going to learn a little bit more about downloader Trojans and some of the more nefarious aspects of what they can be committed to do once they're on your machine. So we were talking about Secure Soft Stealer, and none of these are, if you're looking for them, terribly complicated or intricate pieces of software. They're just out there and people are growing them. And the reason they're doing that is because there's probably a profit motive behind it. So why don't you get on to a couple of others, all right? One of them is called the AND loader, and the other is called the Dragon Info Stealer. Why don't we get into those two on this segment?
Okay, so ANLoader has actually been seen in action where it's downloading and executing a malicious code, which was a Zeus Trojan binary. Zeus is one of the most prolific Trojans in the underground, and it's used as a banking Trojan to steal financial information. And if we were seeing ANLoader downloading Zeus, that means that the botnet is being monetized and used to spread malware on a criminal level. So this is no longer a very innocent little Trojan. With Dragon Info Stealer, we're actually looking at a small Trojan, but it's really sophisticated. It was written as a rootkit, which means it takes over the computer. It takes over the administrator rights on the computer. It disables security, like it'll whitelist itself on the firewall. It will run debuggers when the AV software try to run. And it cleans all the proxies on the computer so it can use that PC as a proxy later on. And the Dragon Info Stealer also downloads a list of other malware. It can have like 5 different downloads at the same time, where you get pop-ups and toolbars and different malicious payloads that are coming from other criminals, of course. And this is a Trojan which replicates in a worm-like way. It even goes onto USB keys or USB devices. And it's been spreading very rapidly. It developed 5 botnets simultaneously. So it starts out as an innocent-looking kind of Trojan. Think it's not a banking Trojan. It's not very scary, but then it does a whole load of other problems.
All right. So that sounds kind of interesting. So now, can you go over these again? So the Dragon Trojan actually goes into the rootkit, you're saying?
A rootkit is when a Trojan hides itself on the computer. So you cannot find it. It takes hold of the computer on a very basic level, and it overrides even the user rights on the computer.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. And Anne, what did she take over?
Well, it writes itself onto the administrator user so it can have all the rights. It disables security by whitelisting itself in the firewall. Yeah. When the computer tries to run AV software, antivirus, it runs a debugger instead, so that the antivirus cannot run every time.
So
it actually attacks very specific antivirus, the ones that are most popular on computers. I don't want to name the antivirus providers, but the most popular ones.
Yeah, no. Well, that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to back up and go back over this again, because that's one of the critical problems that a lot of people are having out there. You know, they'll turn their computer on, and for some reason or another, they'll click on an attachment, and all of a sudden they'll have this Trojan on their computer, and all of a sudden they're complaining, hey, listen, I can't start my AV, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, that's because this Trojan's on there redirecting all their operations for them.
Trojan takes over the computer, and once it starts disabling antivirus, that's when it causes a problem, because antivirus is supposed to protect the computer. It's supposed to be also able to put Trojans, into quarantine, and when it starts debugging the antivirus, then it becomes useless.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lamar Kasem from RSA Security Fraud Detection Labs over in Israel. We hope the sun comes out for you and your guest. All right.
The same for you.
It's actually sunny and beautiful here in New York today.
Wonderful.
All right. Our best to everybody over there, and thanks. We'll look forward to talking to.
Good morning.
Say again. All right. All right, Lamar. Thanks a bunch, and say hello to everybody. Have a great day.
I shall. Thank you. Goodbye.
All right, bye-bye.